Okay, so I want to ask you about another topic in the book about why do you say that China is paper tiger?
It sounds ironic. In my book, I discussed the threat from China. I talk about China becoming a superpower, threatening everyone in the world, every nation in the world. And why I think China is paper tiger, think like I'm contradicting to myself. I think the reason is very simple, because China's power comes from stealing, and they don't own anything because everything they have is coming from someone else. If something is not created by you, if something is not built by you, and you just steal, and like if you steal something precious, you steal a beautiful painting, you become your owner, or you even become your rightful owner of the beautiful things. But it doesn't mean that's yours because you didn't create it. You didn't work hard for it. You don't have foundation to duplicate it. For a nation, we talk about the national power. What is national power? It's ability. It's human beings. It's the organizations. It's the government. It's the companies, economies. It's the military. It's not something you can steal from. Still, make yourself becoming temporarily powerful, just like China stole the F-35 technology, and suddenly China have very nice jet fighters, J-20, J-31. But can they continue? Can they do more? It's not the same. So everything from the stealing, it doesn't help China because it actually terminate internal people who want to do something good. And that's the reason I talk about China is the paper tiger. But definitely there are more details behind it.
But there are people who claim that in order to create, you have to steal first.
And it can be true. And I cannot say this is a ridiculous topic because there's human nature. And when we're born, somehow everyone installed something in our lifetime. Yeah, when we were and the child, we were stole the candies, we were stole something, and the parents doesn't allow us. Yes, everyone will commit some stealing, but there's a difference. You just stole once, or you keep stealing. That's very different. And China, from the current society, and they are just keep stealing. And what's that? And I have to talk back to Deng Xiaoping. And when back to 1978, China was very poor. And Deng Xiaoping said, we must have some people get rich. If some people become rich, then people know what rich looks like, then China have a future. So that concept triggered China, opened the door to allow the capitalism to grow inside China. And a lot of people, especially those faithful communist believers, they hate the China, change their belief, the ideologies, move to the capitalism. But Deng Xiaoping used that story. Someone must be rich first, otherwise China has no hope. So that talk persuaded people. But that will also cause a lot of trouble because Deng Xiaoping thinks someone becoming rich is important. Some portion of people, maybe hundreds, thousands of people become rich in China, that's good. But the problem is, who becoming rich? Who becoming powerful? From the result, the bad people, the vicious people, the worst part of Chinese, they becoming powerful, they becoming rich. So, the shopping concept may be right. Some people in China must be rich, then China has hope. But the problem is, Deng Xiaoping forgot one condition. You only allow the good people to be on top. Because once you have vicious people on top, there's no circulation anymore. Those vicious people will put their vicious power controlling the China, controlling, influence the world forever. There's no way to change it. So why those vicious people on power? So only thing they know is stealing. Besides that, they don't know anything. So stealing becoming their common practice. Once they keep stealing, they weaken Chinese foundation. They make China become a nation without the ability to build anything. They only need to know. The only thing they know is steal.
So you're saying that Deng Xiaoping had a good intent on getting capitalism to China?
I don't think he has a good intent. He just wants to have sufficient money and power to control the world, to rule the world. And for Deng Xiaoping, he has no concept communism. They have no concept capitalism. Also, I don't believe China is communism. Yeah, and China doesn't do anything usual communism does. So Deng Xiaoping is, we call the realism and whatever can help him, help China, and to be powerful. That's the way he will take it. So I think once people read my book, they understand those changes and understand those background. And I hope that can be a good opportunity. People can look at this topic more detailed.